Post-traumatic stress disorder, which we commonly talk about as PTSD nowadays, is a situation where someone has gone through a terrifying, life-threatening situation where most of us would have a reaction to that for the next few weeks or months. It might be someone has been in the typical one is in a war situation where they've been living with the threat of being killed every day of their lives, or it might be every day of their life in active service, or it might be someone who has been raped, someone who has been mugged in the street, had their home broken into. And we would all go through a period of anxiety and fear. That's very normal after that. But if it lasts for more than a month or two, and typically the symptoms of PTSD would be the person is what we call hypervigilant. They're anxious all the time. Their body is in alarm mode, ready to fight or to flee. And they're often cut off from people. So they can't focus very well, they can't concentrate, they don't want to have relationships very deeply. They may have flashbacks, so that something might trigger them, maybe a car backfiring in the street or a loud noise on a building site would cause a soldier to go into panic mode, or he might go flat on the ground, or if his wife, say, wakes him up at night by rubbing on his shoulder to get him up in the morning, he might immediately go into battle mode. He's ready to defend himself against an enemy. So he might have flashbacks to experiencing again emotionally and experientially the war situations. So it's a serious disorder, but there are good treatments for it now, and all sorts of things can be done to help. But it takes time, and it takes courage for the person. Just as with obsessive-compulsive disorder, it takes a lot of courage for people to fight against it and to go through a therapeutic process towards healing.